This is your Weather Xtreme video for Saturday, October the 9th. I'm meteorologist Brian Peters coming to you from the lovely Mount Cheaha, highest point in the state of Alabama. And there's the Skycam view this morning as the sun is beginning to show some light over the horizon. And not quite so much light visible down there at the battleship Alabama at a lower altitude than we are up here at Mount Cheaha. The big news, I guess, is the dry weather, which just keeps rolling along. We have surface high pressure that extends from the northern Gulf all the way up into the mid-Atlantic states and covers all of the southeastern United States. And that's going to be with us for quite some time, I'm afraid, as we continue to be mostly dry. Temperatures across the country are relatively cool. I wouldn't say that anything is terribly cold across the U.S. And in central Alabama, we've warmed up a little bit. We were seeing lows in the 40s for much of the previous week, but it looks like we're warming up just a bit. And as a matter of fact, that 89 degrees at the Birmingham airport yesterday for a high was only 2 degrees from the record high of 91. QPF continues to show much of the story for the next 5 days, pretty much dry. Looks like by midweek, about Wednesday mainly, we could see some chance for some showers, but those will be few and far between. Tropics remain relatively active. We have Otto that is in the Atlantic and headed away from Bermuda, fortunately for those folks there. And then we have a disturbed area in the southwest Caribbean that is not showing signs of any development at all. There's Otto, Hurricane Otto. And again, Otto is, according to the National Hurricane Center, headed out to sea. Expected to remain a hurricane for the next couple of days and gradually decrease to a subtropical storm later on. Here's the 06Z GFS model run, and I'm afraid that there's not a great deal to say here. We got high pressure today, and that's going to keep us dry this weekend. In the upper atmosphere by Sunday, we do see a very strong short wave and a closed low coming across the central United States, coming out of the central Rockies. But that is not going to amount to a great deal because it can't really tap into much moisture. There it is on Monday as it's heading across the Oklahoma and Texas panhandles. But again, the moisture is very limited with this, so I think for the most part when it gets here on Wednesday that we're probably going to see just a few clouds. There it comes on Tuesday. The closed low sort of detached from the main trough, but once again, as I say, the moisture is limited, and so while there are a few showers going to be possible to our west, it looks like for us we're not going to see a great deal. The trough comes by on Wednesday, and that should help to get us back away from these 90-degree marks, but again, as the GFS is depicting here, moisture is very limited, and the result is, yes, we probably will see a few showers around, but I would classify it right now as being isolated. The trough sets up on the East Coast for the most part by Thursday, and of course that means that we should see a slight reinforcement of cooler air, and so that means we should drop back into highs in the 70s, perhaps lower 80s for the most part, but definitely cool things off just a bit. The high remains with us Friday, so football games Friday night should be in great shape. Football games anywhere across the eastern half or eastern two-thirds of the country should be good on Saturday as well. That's the 16th of October. And as we head out into voodoo country, the flow remains pretty active, and there comes not a really strong trough, but one that could produce a bit of a rain event for us around the 19th or 20th or so. And finally, out near the end of the cycle, we do see another strong trough, and that also shows signs of possibly bringing us a rain event, and of course we really could use it. Remember, there's high fire danger, so if you have any open fires, be sure to keep those in control, because with the dryness the way we have it, and the lack of rain that we've had over the last couple of weeks, things really are quite dry. Well, I hope that you have a great day today, and if you get a chance to get up to Mount Cheaha, say hello. I'll be staffing the front gate today as people come up to take a look at the color, which is still a little muted right now. Well, I hope you have a good day. Godspeed.
Each day there are new stories to tell about the people who live here and the place we call home.
All of the faces that I see, all of the places close to me, they're all part of all the best things about
sharing your stories on ABC 3340, Alabama's news leader.